Diddly ho, wasteland neighborinos, and welcome to another episode of I don't know what the heck I've been doing, because I don't. So, yes, we have some decisions finally made. I asked you folks if you wanted the blue or the metal, and you unanimously, without a doubt, 100% voted for the blue sky. So we're going to be taking care of that. And then I also asked for a little help on trying to decide on what to do with this side here. And a couple of good ideas. Some storage ideas were floated around. Not bad, but I can't see doing like 3, 4, 5, whatever levels of storage. And then I thought maybe we'll just like leave it empty and whatnot. And in talking with you guys, one of the ideas that popped up that basically the storage idea and or doing some sort of room something kind of gave me the idea of maybe we will take all these railings out to a certain point, maybe to here and to here, and get rid of them and then build straight up. And that'll sort of kind of mirror what's on that side, except we won't have a walkway in the front and all the entrances will be from the sides. So I think that's what we're going to end up doing. First things first, I'm going to jump right into this just because this has been bugging me. I want my ceiling. So we're going to do that. Another fun idea, too, that I kind of floated around that I wasn't 100% sold on was to maybe do some sort of walkway, etc. out here for the overseer room. And I'm still thinking about it, but I'm thinking if I'm going to do it, I might cut this back one because I don't want this to keep going out and out and out, because if we add a walkway out here, we're gonna be like out to here, and that's gonna just seem like really intrusive. And then you're also gonna have this blind spot down here where you can't really see you. Not that they're gonna be like spying on you or anything, but we'll kind of keep that in mind while I try to remember where the heck these are. These are SOE, aren't they? I believe so. I think they're under Institute floors. There we go. And let's turn off our highlighting so we can actually make sure we're getting the right one. Yeah. There we go. And hang on. Sure that is. Okay, no, I think that was just a shadow. Of some sort. That does look funky. Yeah, just weird shadow. Okay. Cool. Let's go ahead and fill our sky in. Now, initially, when I'd been talking about doing a sky ceiling Game Town walkthrough, I had a fun idea of maybe taking some ice cream cone things or something from the Kitty Kingdom, from the Nuka World DLC, and trying to see if I can make them into clouds. I don't know if I'm going to do that. That's the type of thing that she does. You've got more of that artistic flair than I do to do that kind of stuff. And the patience. I don't have the patience to do that kind of stuff. And ooh, we're going to run into some rock ceiling here. We'll have to figure something out. Build where we can build to fill this in. And I'm also going to have to... Ooh, that's not good. That's not good. Shoot. Okay, I think we're going to have to take out this or do something. We're going to have to make a change here. Yeah, because that's not going to float. I can't be having that. Let's see. Is that a clean cutoff? That is kind of a clean cutoff. Alright, so hang on. Hold your horses. Let's take that out. Take that out for now. We'll leave that. We're going to have to... Oh, I never finished putting walls up on these. Okay. That would explain the problem. Get rid of that. Yeah, there we go. Get rid of that. And we'll have to extend up because I do not want to lose this. I mean, I can... just bring this down, to be honest. Oh, jeez, crackers. That's a planter? That's some creative hoobala. Huh. Look at this. Bethesda. They're like, yeah, we're going to use a planter to make it look like a frame for an industrial fan. Well, my mind is blown. I don't know about you guys. Alright. So let's have a quick look at this. Alright, we need to do some walls. So before we finish the ceiling, we gotta finish doing the walls here. That just totally blew my mind. That's the type of thing that you or I would do to create, you know, some sort of effect, and it's the last thing I would have expected from them to use something like that. That's just sanity. Okay. So maybe we'll have one section where the sky goes out kind of high. Or is that just going to look really stupid? I think that's just going to end up looking terrible. Because I want this to be, like, flat. Okay. We're gonna... This is gonna call for some serious finagling. So let's bring this down a notch. Put it here. Right? That's gonna be good. Okay. And then we're just gonna have to... Oh my god, there's multiple things? What the fudge? You're killing me. I was not expecting that. There's 2 different planters here. What? No, there's 3. Oh my goodness. What the fudge? I don't know if I could do all that. Okay. Let's just nonchalantly, as best we can, put that back there while we try to figure this out. I think I do have access to that fan, but not that background. I might have to finagle my own. I think maybe in here I might have... That's a manhole cover. That's not going to help us. I know I've seen it before and I've used it before. Actually, that might be under like some vault decorations or something. Now, where would I find that though? Let's see. Wall? Haunted creatures, signs. Oh, we're frozen. Oh, there we go. Wall signs. I'm definitely using those at some point. Oh, that's all that's in there. Weak. I think actually I did use one of those. Oh, I had. I put an elevator one in. I guess it came off. And of course it wants to go to the wrong side. Decals, baskets, radios, beams, clutter, machinery. Right? Oh no, that says vending machines. I just saw machines. Miscellaneous. Alright, let's check miscellaneous. Alright. I will have to do some hunting for that. We will continue on with this just to keep the show going. Where was I? Oh yeah, over here. So just to close the rest of this off, and then... You know what? This might help. We remove some of this. Because I'm going to have to... Let's get rid of that. Extend my building abilities. As you can see, my size is getting kind of filled here. And my normal mods that I use for this type of thing don't seem to have any effect in the vault. So we'll have to clear some space. Not a problem. It's pretty quick and easy. Use the... Oh! What did I do? Oh, okay. I thought I deleted something important. I might have. I don't know. The lights I can't touch. And I know there's hacks for that kind of stuff. Ooh, I got rid of that one. Weird. But anyway, no big deal. Get rid of all this stuff. Anything that we can anyway. That gets rid of some of that light too. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, that's not touchable. Get rid of that. That. I think it's helping. I haven't really been watching my meter. Let's see. You gotta be careful here. Yeah. Oh. That one? 10. Is this space? Oh! This is gonna be a upper floor. Okay, I was like, why do I have windows and stuff up here? Yeah, I just never finished that. No big deal. Get rid of that. That. Yeah, we are going to run into some problems where I'm going to hit some rock, but it looks like we can get rid of some of it. Get rid of that one? Nope. Oh, let's delete the ones that we can. Like 2 if we can. Nope. Okay. That guy. Nope. That guy. Nope. About that one. Really? Okay. We're getting there. Alright. Back to work. Yeah, I gotta off-screen finding that fan. Because I don't want to waste a whole entire episode trying to do that, so we got enough things to do with trying to get the ceiling in place. We'll stop there for now. Oh, turn that off. That's why. Turn off my surface snapping. Just throwing things off. Excellent. That's a tight squeeze. Down here before I close myself off. Where are we at? Okay, we're at the upper floors here. That brings us over to the wall again, yeah. The rock, I mean. Okay, let's see. These in place. So it looks like we will end up having a little exposed rock up there. It won't be too much, I don't think, because I'm going to build more housing type-y stuff there. So, shouldn't be too big of a deal. We'll find out. I mean, and if there is a little bit, it's whatever. Who cares? I know I don't. Might even end up looking really cool for all we know. If it doesn't, tough noogies. Okay. I think that's good enough because I think we're going to close off here, and that's going to be its own thing, so you won't see anything past essentially where we are. Alright, let's go have a look. Nice. That's like one big giant sea of depressing gray blue. Like I said, it looks like an overcast day, so whatever. I like it though. Okay, so now we've got that. Let's do a S.C.R.A.P. And I got nothing new to show you folks because I've been super busy at work. Stuck on something. Oh, that. So yeah, we still have to figure this out. Do have build your own pool installed, but for whatever reason it's not working. I think it's my load order, so I'm gonna have to fudge around with that to make that work. Now, if we're gonna shorten this, we can probably... Oh, I'm not in the mode. I was like, why am I not flying upwards? We could probably try to find a floor to keep this look here so it stays kind of uniform. And... Is that Institute or Vault? I think it was Vault floors. Get somewhere where we have some light. Nope. That's not what I want. There we go. Yeah, we can use this as our walkway. This way we can keep that same look. So, let's break through the wall. Forgot that's the neighbor. Let's come into here, actually. Ooh, that's going to change everything, too, because of the way that looked. Alright. We're going to have to change our design a little bit. So let's take that and we'll expand out that way. Okay. That kind of works. And so we can actually lose that one wall. Of course, now that's going to fudge things up big time. Well, maybe we can use the corner piece. Save us a little headache. Let's get a corner of that. That guy. Alright, so let's take you, just... You stick to that, but not where... Okay, hang on. You're gonna be like that. Get back there. Really? Okay. So, back to what I was saying. Let's just take that out for now. There's our corner piece. Okay. And then lose that for now. Let's put our everything back one. No! Face the other way. Oh, fudgicles. Okay, hang on. Why? Why is that? I don't know. Let's... Okay, we got that going. That's good enough for now. While we move everything else over that's giving us trouble at the moment. And let's lose that guy. And I guess now we can get rid of that corner piece because that's just mucking things up. Okay. And corner piece back in. No, we're not going to use that corner piece because it's not going to give us the right look. Because I want that. There we go. And now we'll put that there. Let's build over this way. We're going to close off that one there while we figure all this out. Okay. Now we've got this open space. Now I kind of don't want a window here now because I don't want them to be able to like see Overseer or whatever. Give them a little more privacy. There we go. We're going to close that off then. Okay. Now, where do I put a door? Should I like hide it? That actually sounds like a kind of good idea. All right, we're gonna do that. Maybe. There we go. Nice. They got a little hidden entryway there. And ooh, okay, yeah, we're gonna get rid of these, and we're gonna go with the floor that I was talking about. So let's go back to that. Nice. Perfect. All right, let's get rid of all this junk. Now just hope that the railings, they should, will adhere to these guys. Otherwise, it's some trouble. Ooh, hey, get over there. Okay. Now let's get some railings, and hopefully they work. Okay. Alright, cool, they're gonna. Now we just need to make sure that we have... Ah, there we go. Sweet. Yeah. What happened here? Ah, that's not cool. Hang on. I don't know what happened, why that did that. Okay. There we go. That was odd. There we go. Alright, let's have a look. Ooh. Okay, I guess the other spacing originally was correct.
People are having to sleep in shifts.
Oh, shut up.
Making everyone a bit cranky.
Yeah, you're making me cranky. I'll shoot you in the face. That's weird. Oh, that might be from the walls sticking down through. We could always fix that. See, I kind of like the railing, but then you can't really see the window. Or any of that. Oh, no, don't tell me. Oh, okay. I thought, right. I saw this and I was like, wait a minute, that's not this guy? I thought these were coming with their own roof sections. I mean, it's cool. Definitely have, like, the best view of the whole place, like, way up here. You know, we can fix that in a minute. You look down here, which there's going to be other building stuff down there. Let's light this up so that we can actually see this. And let's fix that ceiling, too. Let's do that first. Get rid of all these. Because that looks kind of janky. Alright. We're in SOE. Way down here. And here. Here. And there. Okay. So only the overseer is allowed to touch the sky. Something like that. Alright. Now let's put some lighting up here. Just so that we can actually see what's going on. Maybe we'll actually put some actual lights for a change. Let's see. Ceiling, wall lights. How's that gonna look? Ooh, no, I don't like that one. Just goes up. These are kind of neat. Nah, not enough light. No, we don't want that. We don't want that either. Let's see. No, we're not gonna mess with any of those. Let's look into. Actually, you know what? Just out of curiosity, I don't think they're. No, it's just all room stuff. Okay. Because there was something I was looking at. I was playing around with some stuff that also seemed to have disappeared. Once again, one of the things that I did like a minimalistic little bit of decorating, and that stuff like all disappeared on me. Vault, signs, miscellaneous, wall decorations. Yeah, I put some of these in place somewhere. And let me see. Yeah, all of them disappeared. I even saved, and I had a bunch of these all lined up with that thing, and weird. And then, yeah, these are just... Okay, so we'll just have to get our own lighting. Let's try actual lighting. Lights, wall. These aren't too bad. See how they end up looking. Put off enough light. Oh, yeah. That's our wiener right there. Yeah, roughly about there. That works. And one thing I love about these vault walls is there's so many lines on them that it makes it pretty easy to line stuff up so you can stay pretty consistent as to the placement of these. So they all look lined up. There you go. Alright, so there's the balcony. I do like it, I just don't like how all of that's recessed so far now. But, I don't know, you guys tell me, do I keep it or do I lose it? So for now, we're gonna keep it. And let me put up some quick lighting up here. Non-shadow, omni, mid-bright. I think this is the one I've been using, yeah. Just so we can make sure our ceiling's got plenty of light up here. This is probably all going to end up being hidden, but for now, I want this to be lit up as much as we possibly can. Perfect. Okay. Not bad, not bad. I'm not too worried about that line. I don't know if there's anything I can do to fix that. Actually, you know what? Let's... Oops. Let's do a save. And let me see if I can adjust that. Like I said, I think that might have to do with the wall. Let's turn our highlighting on. Yeah, those are the walls. Okay. But anyway, and it's going to look a little different too once I start building over in that section. So now that we've done a save, let's play with this section here. I think I want to keep this hallway nice and wide. And I'm going to work with like the natural walls that I've already kind of built. I have to close this off as well. So let's make a quick plan here. And just we're going back to atrium. Again, this whole room's going to be very uniform in design. Oh, really? You're not going to snap? Make me put a vault floor in. Okay, let's put a darn vault floor in. Stupid thing. Okay. Got my face. So that's going to be the length of that hallway. We're going to on and over, close that off, and then that's going to be our vault hallway. I'm going to get rid of all this. We're just going to go straight up because there's not going to be any upper levels here, so let's just do it. We could probably use the other style one that doesn't have any floors. Because we're going to close this off. Yeah, that guy. At, yeah, pretty much about that height. So let's go ahead and now just put a couple of these in place. Then get one more in. You're starting to see some rock there. We have a... Ooh, we don't have a corner piece for that? That is nasty. Alright, we'll leave that. And yeah, so we're going to build off of this wall and that wall and go straight up. Through... We need some walls. Back in here. And... Really? Oh, I guess that is supposed to be that way. Just that one. Two. Alright, there we go. Then we're gonna have to put a floor piece in probably to get that to work. Let's do that so we can lay out our design here. Back to the walls. Not concerned about windows just yet because we're building our walls, and of course it's gotta be problematic. I don't know why the first one always wants to be such a pain in the you-know-what. Oh, wait. There we go. We got it. Okay. So, get rid of that because we're not going to need it because now we can just build up. Or, oh, we are going to need it to do that corner. Son of a gun. Or are we? I don't know. Okay. For now, let's see if we can build off of that guy. Hey, look at that. Okay. So the bottom one, we can put doors and windows wherever the heck we want. So now let's take out the railings. And we're just going to store them for now, just in case I decide to change this. And we're just going to go up the whole way. I don't even know if I'm going to keep that upperest most floor there. So, you know what? Let's start throwing a couple of windows in here. Let's put one... let's put one right there. And let's put one right there. Do them on the sides. Yeah, I think that kind of mirrors what's going on up there. Okay, so let's just window it up. Okay. Where do I want to do them in the center? Is that going to look better? Ooh, I like that. Or should I alternate it? Because actually that looks kind of cool. Oop, turn around. Come on. Alright, you're going to make me do it the hard way, aren't you? Still, there we go. Okay. Now we'll take that guy. Put that there. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. So get this guy to turn around. Nope. I'm going to have to do this like that. Take that guy. There. Put that. There. Get rid of that. How does that look? That looks kind of funky. I don't know if we'll keep it. We'll play around with it. Let's put the other walls in just to see how this looks. So now you can see the basic idea. So now we've got that whole section. Actually, that looks terrible. Yeah, it's a good idea, but terrible execution, I think. Okay, well, there's another thing for you folks to vote on. Do you want them to be in the center or the outer? Because we're only dealing with 4 squares here, and we can't really do, like, you know, every other. And there's not going to be any doors. And I don't think I should do the whole thing as windows. This way these folks can have, like, some sort of privacy or something. Now, do I want to go all the way up? Kind of do. I'm thinking in the center, to be honest. You know what? Don't vote. We're going to center these bad boys. Ah, you jerk. There we go. I think it's going to look cooler. Maybe. I'm second guessing myself. What else is new? There we go. There we go. Okay, and then down here... Maybe down here we'll do the opposite. I do need a door. And here I want the door to be in one of the center 2 pieces. And actually, you know what? Something like that. How does that look? I don't know. That's a little wonky. What do you think?
Things are a bit crowded. A few more beds would lift everyone's spirits.
You know what? You're still alive? I guess you're one of those unkillables. Because this is a one-shot gun. Kills everybody with one shot. So that's what you get for mouthing off to me. Alright. So... There's the basic design. I'm not 100% happy with it, though. I don't know. You folks let me know. I guess there is going to be some voting. Do you think maybe I should make them so that the windows are on the outside? Should I do all windows? Something. Let's see. Yo, buddy, how you doing? That's Clem. Hey, Clem. You're going to come in here and you're like, damn, look at that sky. And, like, come over here. See all that coolness, and then you come over there. I suppose it's not bad. I mean, I could, I suppose, bring the walkway out and over that way. I don't think that's going to be too intrusive. Let's, I guess, play with that for a real quick second. So maybe that'll make things look a little better. Let's see, we need that guy to keep with the theme. Actually... Let's just view, we'll put that guy there. And that'll actually connect that. In which case, won't need that. And wait. These things always do that. Probably because of the wall setup I have going on. Okay. Let's put a bunch of railings in here real quick. just to see. This is why I stored them all, because I was like, I might need these. Oh, here. You need an inside corner. There we go. Except you don't have an end to you. Is there one with an end? I don't think there is. Oh! Well, that's... Yeah? That's not what I'm looking for, though. Maybe because that's in the way. Let's see. Will you snap to your friend? No, you want to go the other way. You smell. Alright, whatever. It's not the end of the world. We'd have to change that guy. Oh, this is the one that's going to give me in trouble, though. That wants to... Yeah. That's where I had that trouble with the other corners before. So, let's turn off our snapping, and we're just going to half place this just to see how it looks. Maybe. Remember how we did the other ones. Would be helpful. Alright. Good enough for now. I think that looks better. Definitely way better. Yeah, how did I make those work? I must have used like a different floor or something, I think. And then, yeah, we'll have that going like the whole way up. I think that would look much cooler. Or should I only just do the one level? Alright, so we're gonna put some sort of walkway. Like this. This will be a little jut out here. And you folks tell me, this is the voting things, keep the windows where they are, which now with this actually looks a little bit better, breaks up the monotony. Or do I do a walkway for each level? Yeah. So that's your homework for tonight, today, whatever. That's gonna be funky. I might have to just make this straight across, because you can't have an inside corner and an outside corner right next to each other. They just won't connect. Not without overlapping like 100 different things. And even then, I don't think that's going to work. Maybe if we try to put one... That... Yeah, you're going to get all kinds of funkiness. Actually, that might work. I don't know. I'll play around with it. But then again, it does look kind of silly to have this little indentation here, so... Yeah, I think we'll just make that go straight across. Get out of my face. Get out of my face! Get our floor piece in so we can button this up real quick. Of course, my snapping's turned off. So we'll just have to put an inside corner here. And regular railing here. That guy. That guy. Yeah, that's so much better. Much cleaner. And matches that side. Cool. Yeah, the only thing we don't have is the end there, which... Can we fake it? No, we cannot. Alright. So, keep the windows centered, put them on the outside, and do I do railings and walkways the whole way up? That's your homework. Let me know. Leave it in the comments. You guys have had some great ideas. You've been super, super helpful in helping me build this and design this. Because I've got a general idea, but it's always the little nitty-gritty things that you folks think of that I don't, that really make things like this pop. So, and then, yeah, we'll fix that at some point. We can get our sky going across the way it should be. That does look really cool, though. I'm glad that you guys voted for that one, because I kind of wanted it, but wasn't 100% sure. And I don't know if I'm going to do any types of cloud things. We'll just... I mean, it is a cloudy sky to begin with, so... Alrighty. There we go. That is pretty cool looking. And yeah, we're going to have more building up there. All throughout here. This whole thing is just going to be like... buildings and windows. It's going to be badass. And I don't know if I pointed this out, but I did fix this all. And I do have a solution. I completely forgot about that. We do have the half walls here from SOE. So that's what I'm going to be using to fill in my little gaps here. to make sure that these are working properly. Oh, and lastly, before I sign off, the whole kill the... Yeah. Oh no, this one's still dead. Okay. I was gonna say, that didn't work, because as you can see, they're here. The last time I was here and I was doing some quick looking around, they were all back. And I had killed them and saved, but now they appear to all be gone. I think the only difference was that I had scrapped them immediately after killing them, so I will do some scrapping next time to see if they will stay gone. Because we can't be having them just like laying around here. That's just not right. It's not sanitary either. Awesome! I gotta put some lighting in here. This is some depressing walkway. Very long, too. Yeah. Alright, there we go. Made some pretty darn good progress in this episode. I thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Until then, don't get irradiated.